YouTube channel, calling Whalen.
Here we are, bright of a new day. My throat is still not up there to par. Got to get this gooseneck hooked on. Kind of a lot of things going on today. The trucks is all part. Those are sold last night from an online auction. But today I got to get the gooseneck on. Got to stop by Liberty Center on an appointment. Go get the telehandler sometime. When I'm up there, I got to take pictures of a grain drill for another auction. Come back, unload, possibly deliver a shed this week. So, but then I still have a lot of real estate stuff to do that's sitting behind a desk that a lot of you guys I just can't share with you. But yeah, so a lot of things cooking. And then somehow I got to sit down, decipher, try to separate all the stuff that I have to do, don't want to do, and want to do. Well, finally made it out here to the Gillen property, and everything looks to be gone. The only thing I got to do now is just load up the telehandler, which is right over here, and it's going to go right on the gooseneck right there, and it is pretty much all cleaned up, all is well. Well, I got it on there, and it only took just one little attempt. As you can see, there is not much room for air, and this unit being a rear steer only, the front, I mean, it does not crab, front tires do not turn. You got to have it angled just right, square on the trailer to get it on there, and that's one side, and this is the other. So it is, again, just not much room for air. And with a standard gooseneck, you try to put the weight as you can here in the back. Most of the weight back here being on the back of the unit with the counterweight. So you try to get everything just set right. Kind of look at the tires, and over experience, I just know where to put it on. And then I have an airbag on the truck that I can put my tongue weight and put the pressure on the truck, and for suspension purposes and that. So yeah, again, not much room for air, and yeah, it's it'll ride. We'll get it back to world headquarters here in a little bit. Well, I got it all tied down the way I like it. Got the two chains X'd down. Got the chains in there just like what a professional truck driver taught me. Doors locked, it's in parked. Tire thump the tires. One could use maybe a little bit of air, but I could do that back at the shop or world headquarters when I get back. And yeah, everything's strapped down. ready to go. Except I got to do the chain box. Always have a pair of gloves when you're doing chains. Not that my hands are dirty, but it saves the steering wheel from getting all kinds of chain rust. If you don't have the gloves and it's too hot, I always carry a bottle of water that somebody left at an auction. It's full of COVID and saliva, and I wash my hands with it. So it works. Well, one thing I did forget, the signs and the sign frames. We always leave those to the last. Simple reason, with internet bidders that are coming a week late, so many days late, it's good to have some kind of identification at the property to know they're at the right spot, especially when you got a long driveway back at the back. So we'll load those up and we are ready to run. Don't worry, I got the flashers on. I seen something go down the road, and that is the woolly worm. And the natives, if you Google this, Native Americans used to judge the winners on how they looked. This is kind of an active one. I gotta be careful. I am in the middle of the road because this is the first one I've seen of the season. And if you Google that, it tells you the brown, the black, if it's gonna be a mild winter or not. So there it is. It is official that maybe might be a mild winter. I don't know. I gotta Google it. I do have to make one correction. First of all, it's not a woolly worm. It's a woolly bear caterpillar is the technical term. I think I was taught woolly worm a long time ago, so it kind of stuck in my head. But here is what we got. Now, the one that we found was completely black. That means harsh winter. The more black, the more harsh. If you got more of a brown middle, moderate, it could be completely brown, and then that's a mild. I have actually found these to be pretty darn close. So I do have a challenge or a question. If you find one, post it, share the photo. What does a woolly bear caterpillar in your area look like? In my opinion, this is still August. At the time that we're filming this, Labor Day weekend is next weekend. It's pretty rare to find one, I believe, this early, but that's just me. I don't know. I'm not a guy in nature. Usually I don't find them till end of September, but this whole year seems to be early on everything, early spring. I drive around here at the last week of August. All the foliage and some of the trees have that yellow tint to them. So maybe this is coming. Harsh winter. I wish it was like this, but we'll have to see. But that's what the Native Americans used to, Induous people, American Indian, Native American, that's what they used. Might be true, I don't know.